Hi, my name is Bethany, and I'm here with Stephanie today, who is a small group leader through the N University Ministries at Western. So we're just going to talk a little bit today about some of her experiences as a local leader in our community. So, hey Stephanie.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm doing well.
Good. That's great. Well, can you tell me a little bit about your role as a small group leader through the N?
Yeah, I'm one of two leaders, so I'm a co-leader of a small group of girls who signed up to meet together every week and study the Bible and pray and just sort of be together in community.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm hearing is that you also lead with a co-leader, and together you lead with a group of girls through the N. Okay. And how big is your small group?
I would say about 6 to 7, just depending on who can make it that quarter. There's always time conflicts, so.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about what inspired you to become a small group leader?
Yeah, I think mostly it's because I wanted to serve somewhere in a ministry on campus, and I felt like the first year I served with the Inn, I did a creative team, so I did creative things, and then I wanted to sort of go deeper and be with people, so I decided to do small groups.
Okay, so what I'm hearing from you is that you felt led or inspired to be a small group leader because you had served previously on a creative team, which allowed you to serve in that way, but you wanted to deepen that experience and lead with a group of girls.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And can you tell me a little bit about what your role is as a group leader?
Yeah, so as a co-leader for a small group, I'm responsible for being available every week to meet with the girls. We hold small group at my apartment, and we go through the Bible. We're doing the book of John, and so we go through a chapter and we read a chapter together, and we have like discussion and sort of talk about it and what's going on and what we're learning. Then we spend some time in prayer, and so sometimes I have to also help organize fun events for us to do together, like bonding things. So yeah, those are fun too. We will paint pottery or go to dinner, hang out. So yeah.
That's really interesting. Yeah, it sounds to me that with your small group you're able to do a lot of fun things, like going out to dinner or going out to paint pottery or something, but at the same time you're able to study the Bible, which is the book that your small group is studying.
Yeah.
And you're able to take sections of that chapter and discuss it, and you're able to offer prayer support to individuals.
Yeah.
That's really great. That's really interesting. And can you tell me a little bit about some of the challenges that you face as a small group leader?
Yeah, I think it's challenging when there's schedule conflicts, so finding consistency with all of the girls being able to come on a regular basis, or even among us leaders being available at the right times for us to sort of work all of our schedules together is a hard thing. Another challenge is caring about each girl in the small group, and so wondering, how they're doing outside of the small group. I think it's easy for us to connect into a community, and then if you see a girl sort of go away from that or disconnect, then it's hard to watch and it's hard to know what to do, because you do care about that person and you want to see them growing, but without knowing where they're at, it's hard to do. And so when you develop a relationship, it's always a two-way street. It takes two to tango. The other person has to be willing to kind of be a part of it, be a part of that commitment too.
Yeah, so I'm hearing from you that a challenge you're facing as a small group leader is with time commitment issues, and then also having members of the group that don't come very consistently, and it's hard to reach out to them. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
And how does that situation make you feel?
It makes me sad, but also hopeful that God is working in other ways that I can't see. So I pray for them outside of the group. and try to connect with them and find time where they might be available so that we can both meet, maybe not during the scheduled time.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say overall it makes me sad, but not in a way that I don't feel like good things aren't still happening.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel sad because it is really hard to watch girls not come consistently, but at the same time you sound hopeful that even through that you're able to still pray for them and offer support.
Yeah.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about the successes or some of the things that have happened with your small group that make you feel inspired to continue leading?
Yeah, I think watching girls be excited about the group is really, really helpful and inspiring. Seeing them want to do things together, becoming more involved with the inn, making suggestions to do fun things together, and also being excited about what we're learning as a group as related to the Bible. Getting excited about that is pretty cool. Learning new things together is fun, and then just watching how things can progress over time, taking notes on what we're praying for, and then seeing prayers being answered in different ways is really, really cool.
That's really neat. Yeah, it sounds that there are a lot of benefits that come out of being a small group leader, being able to watch prayers being answered, and being involved with just fun events through the inn, and watching that sort of grow and develop, and seeing the girls in your group continue to develop as individuals. Is that correct? That's really interesting. And can you tell me about your experience as a leader and how that is shaping you into the person that you're becoming, and just how that's contributed to your personal development?
Yeah, it's taught me a lot about commitment and consistency and dependency, and being in a leadership position and needing to hold myself responsible for the things that I'm doing and I'm saying. So making sure that I'm up to par with what I'm teaching or helping to teach by whatever means. It's challenged me a lot to just want to be committed in that way.
So it sounds that you are able to learn more about what it's like to be in a leadership position through this commitment, and you're also able to learn a lot about the girls and just how important it is to have leaders in a community. Okay, and can you tell me about the commitment? The time commitment, is it a year long?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
It's a 1 academic year, so 3 quarters.
Okay. All right. And can you tell me what the goal is that you hope to achieve as a leader?
I think my goal is to get closer to God and help others get closer to God by being in relationship and community with each other. If one change in a good direction happens, then I'm fine with that. I believe that God will work in whatever ways He wants to, so allowing that to happen is a goal. And then just doing the best that I can personally do is another.
Okay, well, that's really interesting. Well, I think that's all the time that we have today, but thank you so much, Stephanie, for sharing with me about your experience as a small group leader through the University Ministries, and I hope that you have a great day.